Howdy to all the gamer dudes and dudettes out there. Today our 40k and Fallout terrain mashup sees the Mess Hall and Barracks being assembled. If you like what we're doing, throw us a like and subscribe. Check out our channel for the rest of the vids in this series. We're working on the two rooms identified here with the red circles. We'll start off with the Mess Hall. There are 11 sub-assemblies and parts. These include the kitchen, storage, and office areas. The largest part will be the dining hall with picnic tables. We're going for a cafeteria-style mess hall. This would include the tray rack in front of the food window. When it comes to detailing, we'll add some food trays and carts. The cold storage in the kitchen area, which are the shelves to the left side of the room, will be frozen somehow. This will include the frosty effect when your freezer door lets in some air. The kitchen area needed a large cooking surface, and I modeled up some deep fryers with a flickering light to make it look like the oil is boiling. The grill itself is modeled after a typical greasy spoon cooking area. Given that this all needs to be painted and detailed, everything is removable just for that reason. It creates some additional complexity in the builds, but there's no way it could be painted properly if everything was installed and glued into place. This was the simplest room we built so far. As such, there's not much mechanical or electrical complexity. With everything installed in the inner shell, we can now see how the wires have been taped down temporarily so that we can test fit it into the outer shell. One of the toughest decisions we had to make was whether or not to leave the furniture movable. In the end, we decided to glue everything down, or they will eventually be glued down. The reason for this was to improve playability. With items that move, they may get lost or get confused as to where they are or which room they're in. There will still be a few items that move and get locked down via magnets, but we did not want to do that with all the accessories. Adding power to the room, we can now see the initial light patterns created. All we're looking for here is anything that's not working or looks odd. You can see the UV lighting in the office that will be used to illuminate a computer terminal on the desk. The mess hall is now ready for installation into the mountain. Next up is our barracks. This main room has 5 sub-assemblies which include 2 sub-rooms, a barracks room and a PMQ, which is a private married quarters. Each of the sub-rooms in the barracks hall were quite complicated to build and include quite a few features. These include showers, toilets, sinks, mirrors, and the PMQ includes a full kitchen. Both of these sub-rooms contain computer equipment illuminated by UV lights. The barracks also has a call closet with a video terminal. The PMQ has a double bed, which is made from cardstock and paper towels. This will paint up very nicely when the time comes and look like real bedding material. The barracks subroom has bunk beds similarly built. The toughest part was the toilet. We molded a toilet bowl from Sculpey and that did the trick. The showers and sinks include taps and faucets made from fluorowire. The outer hallway of the barracks room will likely include mailboxes, garbage pails, and an ice chest. These details were picked up from the Fallout Miniatures series by Modifius. The call closet in the barracks subroom is simply a wall of lockers that created a cavity in the room that I needed to rationalize. Voila, a private place for people to make video calls. Lighting was set up for many of the alcove areas, showers, toilets, bunk beds, etc. This creates some very unique shadows that look pretty good. All of the electrical leads are routed to the back of the drawer so they can be attached to the bus bar on the outside of the outer shell. This will then have 9 volts supplied to it from the mountain's main power supply bus. To ensure a smooth fit between the outer and inner room shells, the wiring channels need to be covered. This is done by painter's tape and masking tape. The blue painter's tape is temporary, and the white masking tape will be used for permanent installation after detailing and painting. With all the wiring taped up, we can now test fit the inner shell to the outer shell. Now that we know it fits, we can attach the electrical leads to the bus bar at the back of the outer shell. Powering up our barracks room, you can see some interesting light and shadow patterns. All we're doing at this point is looking for non-functioning lights and any really odd shadows. Now that both drawers have passed their functional testing, we can add them to the mountain proper. This is a simple matter of installing each room to its drawer sliders via 4 screws. This process takes a while and fortunately only needs to be done rarely. These rooms will likely not be removed again until the painting and detailing phase. Some viewers may notice that I use a wee piece of foam core. This is used as a spacer measurement tool to ensure the drawers are aligned properly to the room above and below it. Next up for us is to hook the rooms up to mountain power. Each room has a power lead designed to attach to the main power bus at the back of the mountain. And now we have our first power up. You can see our two new rooms at the bottom of each side and the other rooms previously installed above them. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our reactor and infirmary rooms next.
The Emperor wishes you a lovely day.